this is my last show out of Uyare and Tharavadu in Leeds, at least as part of this tour. And the food wasn't tasting so good. Of course, you know why. India, despite scoring what they did, 370 chase, unfortunately weren't able to defend that target. And England wins by 5 wickets. Let me tell you a story. And most of my stories go back to Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar was captain. India was playing in Barbados. 1997-98. Sachin Tendulkar went to this very, very good restaurant in Lawrence Gap in Barbados. Anyone who has been to Barbados will know what I'm talking about. Next to Oystins, the fish market, you get extraordinary fish, exactly what you get here in Uyare, which my colleagues Trisha and Shormishta and Rohan are now eating. Sachin went there and India needed 120 runs to win the next day. One of the waiters came up to him and said, "What's happening tomorrow?" Sachin gave him a bottle of champagne and said, "Go and put the champagne in that fridge." And the waiter was taken aback. He said, "What?" He said, "Yes, take this bottle of champagne, go and put it in the freezer, and I will come and tell you to open this bottle with me tomorrow. And we will celebrate the Indian win against the West Indies." Next day, India was all out for 81 runs. It was one of the worst defeats in Tendulkar's captaincy. He did not come out of the room for 2 days. He was that crestfallen. This Leeds defeat is pretty similar. When you have scored 470 runs, when you have scored 360 runs in the second innings, 99 times out of 100, a team would win. This is the second highest run chase in this cricket ground. 404 Sir Donald Bradman's team in 1948, and thereafter this England team under Ben Stokes. That shows you the monstrosity of this achievement, the humongous nature of this particular run chase. And when you then think from the Indian standpoint, look, it's one thing for a young team to come and blown away in Leeds. People thought that would be the case. When India came here, all of us were saying Edgbaston, better batting wicket. Lords, better batting wicket. Oval, again, India will fight. By then, the summer would be quite long and Kuldeep Yadav will come into play. We were talking about these test matches. None of us really gave a chance in Leeds. We all thought it will be done. 3 days, match done. This is England's fortress, much like Brisbane in Australia. And that's where it starts to hurt you. It starts to hurt you bad because against all odds, India was 359 for 3 on day one. I, for one, was overjoyed. Outstanding batting from Yashasvi Jaiswal, Shubman Gill. Outstanding. Then you get to 470, you get a lead. And then when one thought that, okay, cloudy conditions, tough conditions, KL Rahul batted like an absolute champion. Rishabh Pant, hundreds in both innings, played like a dream. And then you think, the batters were the suspect ones. People thought the batting was the problem. Now we have a 370 total with a Jasprit Bumrah and the rest of them will put their hands up. Sadly, it's hurting a lot. I know the reaction in India would be volatile. Half of them are jerks to say what they will. They will go after Gautam Gambhir. They'll say विराट कोहली के कैप्टनसी में, अरे यार विराट कोहली के कैप्टनसी में 2018 में हम लोग यहाँ 1-4 से हारे थे. 2007 के बाद हम लोगों ने इंग्लैंड में सीरीज जीता भी नहीं है. बट कोई ये सब बात नहीं कहेगा, बोलेगा शुभमन गिल बेकार कैप्टन है. आईपीएल के बाद उसको कैप्टन बना दिया गया है. हमारे वहाँ पे फैंडम इतना नेगेटिव है that is my problem. That when you want to back a young team, and trust you me, English fans, English journalists, every run from the gallery was being cheered. The difference between India and England or India and Australia is this, that when the team needs it, they support. And in our case, we want them to do bad. We want them to lose. We want them to go down the drain so that we can pummel them and troll them. This is exactly what happened with Rishabh Pant also. And that's my problem. And that is why I am sad. I think this team has shown that they can fight. I think this team has shown that the batters can put their hands up in these conditions. I think it is essential that our team at least stands by this young team as they go into Birmingham. My last show from here, so I'll finish off with a pistachio cake with the hope that this sweet will make it very sweet in Edgbaston in Birmingham. Thank you very much for supporting this segment from Uyare and Tharavadu, and hopefully we will have much better things to say in the next 7-8 days leading in to the second test match.